Maybe some of you will say, okay, I've finished school, there's no work, I'm frustrated, there's nothing to do and all of that. I want to tell you that frustration and going into drug abuse is not an option. It is not an option, and it is not the best way to go. If you are the future of our country, if you are the future leaders of our country, if you are the ones that will take this country to the next level, then all of us must work together to build the country together. We must support you. And we must try to make sure that we do those things that will encourage you to do the right things. And that is why we are here today. I'm very happy to welcome the representative of Federal Ministry, the Minister of State of Budget and Finance, Budget and National Planning. I'm particularly delighted to have the representative of the Honorable Minister, Youth and Sport Development. I'm glad to have the Director of International Corporations from the Federal Ministry of Finance, Budget and National Planning. I'm happy to have the Director in charge of NDLEA. And I'm happy to have His Excellency, the Ambassador for Savannah Center for Development, Diplomacy, and Democracy. Who else would you have had to be here today? These are the people that are in charge of policy making and policy strategies for the development of youth in the country. So that everybody is here going to confirm the way we feel about our youth. The love, the passion, and the interest we have in positive development of our youth. So ladies and gentlemen, I would want to appeal. This is just one of the series of programs that we intend to carry out.
Moving forward, we also want to see a kind of, from Paparabi Foundation, as we are, we want to see what kind of follow-up are we going to be doing from here, especially with different youth organizations. Now, I must also let you know this, that you can see the participants, as you all know, the majority of us are youth. Even though me, I'm over 50, but I still call myself a youth. But then, the Minister of Youth and Sport have been able to help us to mobilize the youth. So what we want to take...
Volunteering is suggested, but I'm sure if I pass the mic around here, we will have, there will be a lot of definitions for what drugs are. But we should be clear, we're talking about a certain category of drugs. Really. So here, generally, we say drugs refer to a group of substances that act on the central nervous system and the spinal cord, the brain and the spinal cord. That's the central nervous system. They alter the mood and behavior when they consume, depending on how they consume. Irrespective of how they consume, either you inject or you swallow. But as soon as they get into the body picks it up. They act on the central nervous system and they alter the mood, the perceptions, and the behavior of such a person. Alright? So this means that the person under the influence is no longer acting cognitively. Okay. I will try to use another word. The actions and perceptions of such a person is no longer under his or her control, sort of. I don't know if that is clear. Meaning, he might be thinking something else, but actually doing a different thing. And that you can imagine how dangerous that can be. You're driving, you really want to slow down, but your body is speeding, is throttling. So that can be a good analogy. So where, people are no longer in control of their actions and their mood, you can understand the ripple effect of it. If a sizable number of the population are found at a particular point in time to have this issue, then you can agree with me, it becomes a public health problem and requires the input of the government.
It says that the past year prevalence of heavy drug use in Nigeria is estimated at 14.4% or 14.3 million people aged between 15 and 64 years. And I've been hearing everybody say, these youths, they use drugs. I was talking to my colleague, I'm like, do people actually think it's only young people that use drugs?
Also, to express his commitment to this initiative. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pleased to be here to give this goodwill message at this seminar on the eradication of drug abuse and illicit substances among our youth in Nigeria. I am particularly delighted to convey the regards to the Honorable Minister of State, Prince Clem Ikanade Akpan, who is not here with us. I want to appreciate the MDAs and the CSOs present here, and also to thank the co-founder of the Rugby Foundation for inviting me, the Honorable Minister, to be at this event. We are here because we are convinced that tackling illicit drug is one of the key priorities in our nation today.
In this laudable seminar on the eradication of drug abuse and illicit substances among the young people in Nigeria today. The Baba Rabi Community Initiative, as well as the Baba Rabi Foundation, since it was set up, has been working assiduously towards giving a valuable meaning to life to the less privileged in Nigeria. They work mostly among the women, young girls and children, and also among the young people in Nigeria. They have touched lives and have affected livelihoods positively. I'm saying this because I know I've worked with them right from day one. So I want to commend the foundation and to
for putting this together. It is also critical to note that the issues around drugs has a lot of stigma, if you agree with me. And so for a retired permanent secretary to identify with this cause and pull government, high-level government officials together to redirect their attention to what ordinarily they were supposed to be responsible for, I think demands a lot of accolade to the Baba Rabi Foundation. So let's just give them one power clap. Thank you very much. So having said that, the Community Intervention Network on Drugs is a network that has over 160 community-based organizations as members, and all these organizations work on issues related to drugs. And it's quite pertinent that CIND is proud to identify with the Baba Rabi Foundation to ensure that we are able to pursue the cause of improving the lives of Nigerian youths. You will agree with me that most of the persons using drugs, especially those that have problematic drug use, are among young persons. And they demand a lot of support. If you look at some of the posters, it says, don't punish, support, don't punish, support, don't punish. I think my call to the government agencies is to ensure that we are not just looking at the side of arresting people, prosecuting people and doing all of that. We are also looking at the side of prevention, care, and support. One of the speakers said, if we reduce drug demand, we will inadvertently reduce the supply. Do you agree with that statement?
Yes.
And for us to reduce drug demand, it starts with prevention. And prevention requires a lot of effort, a lot of collaboration, and that is why we are all here. And I'm hoping that we'll all work together to address the issues around it. Thank you very much, and congratulations once again.